I think there are many whites who act friendly toward Negroes. A fox acts friendly toward the lamb. And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chop on his plate. The wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chop in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that...
And I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ.
I would agree that no doubt there have been a large number of whites who have posed as liberals and as friends of the Negro and who have time and again betrayed the Negro. On the other hand, I think one could point to a large number of whites who have struggled for civil rights, for equality, and have got little or nothing out of it, other than quite a few bruises.
Give me an example.
Well, the large number of white students who have gone into the South, for example, working for SNCC and other organizations.
Not working for SNCC or other organizations, but working for the white political machines who benefit by the voting efforts of Negroes.
Okay.
Malcolm X warned us almost 60 years ago about the white liberal. The white liberal comes in like the fox, all friendly, want to help. And for the last 60 plus years have been destroying the black community. And he pro-blacks like Al Sharpton, Keem McGee, fucking Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King, whoever you want to call it in the so-called black community, have basically attached themselves to the white liberal and the Democratic Party. And now, 60 years later, the black community has suffered more than we have under Jim Crow and under slavery. We have no real family structure, no real community power, no buying power, no money, no nothing. Just kids, raising kids, and destruction, anger, godless, no guidance, no nothing. And people, poor black like this, who get paid to push rate bait, and that keep you upset, keep you thinking the white man, and wants you to destroy, so you can see red, so you can control your impulses. Oh, it's not his fault. The system is racist against him, which we know all still bullshit. Black people in America have the best opportunities. Any black people across the world. That's why those that are black come from overseas, come from Africa, come from other countries, they succeed when they come to America. They look at you, you're born American, you don't have nothing. That's on your dumb ass. You still stay in the system is still racist against them. You're a fool. Stop listening to people like Al Sharpton. This Carmelo Anthony case have shown the poor blacks they're willing to defend and do whatever they need to defend their hood image or a ghetto image or culture. It needs to die. Because black people like me, not the niggers, it's two different people, like Chris Rock said 30 years ago. There's the black people and there's niggers. And the niggers want to hold on to this social or communist community that, no, crab in the bucket mindset, that no, we're going to defend all blacks, we're going to do all this and this no matter what. We're going to offend the black on black crime. We're going to offend the single mother epidemic in the black community. We're going to offend all the drug use and the drug gang bangers and shit. But we're going to kick out those who succeed in education, who succeed in everything outside of the fuckery in the community. All the good ones, we don't want them. We want the drug dealers. We want the gang members. We want the women that's shaking their ass and sleeping around with everybody. I'm done. And like I want you to say, the poor blacks, that the BLMs, Black Lives Matter, they sold you out a long time ago to the white liberal and the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party that pushed for the LGBT community against God and families, push for illegal immigrants to take your jobs, to push for everything, push for you get kids staying on welfare so you can't better yourself. And black people vote for an 89% rate to the Democratic Party that doesn't give a damn about you. I'm not saying the Republican Party, they know better, but to automatically give your vote to a party that don't give a F about you for years, that means you're fucking stupid. The IQs of most of y'all under 70 at this point. Can you default? Oh, the GOP, the Republicans are racist. Okay, that's an independent party. You can write in candidate's name, so you can automatically give your vote away to the Democrat Party. That means they don't have to work for it. But can't tell a lot of you because you have no critical thinking skills. And somebody like this, Al Sharpton, who's been around for 60 years, to say some shit like this, and you still backing this man, let me know how stupid y'all are.
One day, our children's children will read American history. And can you imagine our reading that James Madison or Thomas Jefferson tried to overthrow the government so they could stay in power? That's
Oh my God. James Madison and Thomas Jefferson did overthrow the British government that was in charge. What do you think the Constitution was? The Declaration of Independence was to be independent from the British control. They did overthrow the government, which wasn't America at the time. It was the British control of the colony. Thomas Jefferson and James Madison did overthrow the government, the British control at the time. So him to say something so stupid as this, and y'all gonna still back this man, still champion this man, that he's swear to say, black people are old reparations. Black people are all this, all the struggle, all this, and say stupid shit like this.
To bring us back to an America that we struggled to get out of. So there is a connection of why they're having these fights on the White House lawn, the UFO and all whatever they call it, UFC, and all that, because they're trying to go back to that when they'd watch people have these fights for the slave masters and they'd be entertained by that. They're literally going back to that. Let's not forget.
Look at these ice raids.
That's right.
Out on
Most of the fighters are from overseas. Most fighters aren't even Americans in the UFC. Most of them from Brazil, Colombia, third world country. Most of them big fighters anyway. The few Americans. John Jones is one of the major Americans, but he haven't been fighting consistently for a while. Most fighters in the UFC are not American. So to say that, they're gonna build along, we bring like this a slave dude to fight and be entertained. Yeah, I don't believe in or like that they're bringing the UFC to the White House lawn. That's bullshit. But at the same time, most of the fighters are not even American. They're not black. It's different than like in a football or in a basketball or something. But to say ignorant shit like this and all the fuckery that's going on, the lying that's been going on, the manipulation that's been going on in the community, so-called our community, is bullshit. And I'm going to show some of the clips here. I'm going to give y'all some stats here. We're going to go over it. Like I said, Malcolm X said what he said, which is true. That of y'all is full of shit. But let's look at why the community line and pushing for like Carmelo Anthony, pushing for slavery or pushing to get back at Whitey and some shit. Why? I don't know. Now, this so-called black man here said he saw the video, the Carmelo Anthony stabbing. He's all in self-defense. They was gaining him up. He's a employee of the school and stuff. I'm gonna let him talk, and we're gonna find why this was. The community notes were perfect. The lies they have to push to try to defend Carmelo Anthony. I'm not saying he was a thug or he was a bad kid, but somebody died. Accident or fear, whatever. He got to go to jail. I'm not saying he got to go for life, the whole life. He's only 17, 18. But he's got to do some time. He's got to do time. Somebody died. Really not. We already found out the first couple of days it's not really self-defense. Get him on manslaughter. Get him on now first degree murder. That's maybe too much. Get him on manslaughter, 10, 15 years or something, and that's it. That's how I feel. But the lie here, and the lies they've been pushing, he poor black, he's black. They're going to defend this man no matter what, without even Looking at the real facts is bullshit. Let me get the play.
Seen the video on 2 hours. Was it clear enough, or was it fuzzy, or what?
No, it was clear. It's clear enough
Not
where you
clear
can see
at
the
all.
actual individual raindrops come by the cameras.
Okay.
That's how clear it is. You actually see them walking up. You see that Carmelo is already up under there. He's under there minding his business.
Dodging the rain, or
Yeah, it was still raining. You know,
right.
being from I'm from Louisville, so that.
Now, the video that the jury saw, the only video that is from across the way, it was grainy, it's not clear, and all the witnesses said the rain had already stopped by the time Austin Metcalf really talked to Carmelo Anthony. They told him to leave 15 times to leave their tent. The rain had already started. We stopped. And any videos out there, it's grainy. It's hard to really capture what's going on. So him saying, "Oh, it's clear. You can see the rain shot." It's already full of shit.
We were under a tornado watch.
Right.
And we were under thunderstorm warning, and we know we had already had some light rain then, and it started raining again. Then it was over with for the day.
Okay.
So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already, and so during that time when that happened, the twins, their two buddies, and a few other kids, because there was a few kids involved with them. They were all coming from the direction of the middle school, coming walking back up.
Right.
On the video, you can see those 4 that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach and kind of distract him a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past.
Right.
The other 4 went, and they surrounding Carmelo. You know, if you're Carmelo,
And they showed that on that video.
it's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see them walk.
I'm gonna
up.
say little
And
stuff.
I'll put
while
it
you
this
talk.
way.
Okay.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video, pay attention to this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things.
Okay.
So watch those 4. Here they're 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4.
Okay.
So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
they
was,
actually did jump him.
yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push. It was all kind of things. But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody swung. But at the same time,
So it's
Carmelo,
more than the twins that got some licks
all
on.
4.
So it showed that in the video.
Yes, in the video. So
I can't even play this no more. So 4 people jumped him. So he stabbed a knife and threw the knife away with 4 people around him. Why he just start stabbing, swinging at everybody? See the lies? Because the testimony already declared that it was none of this. This man just completely lied for some reason like that. And to find out, high school staff member who claimed he saw surveillance footage of the altercation between Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf shared details of counsel events. The speaker, Morris Dwayne Turner, is a registered kitty diddler. He's claiming he was a high school staff when he saw the video. The video was never leaked to the public, and the juries have seen it on the first day of trial. So how did he claim to see a video, and how he claimed he's a high school staff when he's a registered kitty diddler? He know he ain't working nowhere close to the school around kids. The lies. I'm done with the lies to push your agenda. I'm done with the lies.
An idiot claiming that he saw the video of the Carmelo Anthony stabbing, and he's full of shit. He's a fucking liar. Not only is he full of shit, he's a fucking rapist. He used to lure boys into a hotel and fuck them. Minors at that.
Yeah. This is the last person you need to be champion on trying to defend you. To completely lie like this is bullshit. I mean, I don't like it. And like I said, Democratic Party, the Democratic fish fly here. Like I said, let's give you some stats here. For president in 2020, 92% of voters cast their vote for for Joe Biden. Only 8% went for Donald Trump. So 92% in 2020. 2024, roughly 83%. Numbers coming down. Voted for Kamala Harris, while 15% favored Donald Trump. In 2026, 85% voted for Hillary Clinton. Makes no sense. 80+% for Democrats. When the Democrats are been selling you out for the last 6 years, you dumb Negroes still vote for them. Yet the GOP don't better. Oh, GOP racist. Okay, what independent? You can't do third parties. You can't write in your candidates. Most of y'all are not. If you're not that intelligent to know any more candidates than D. And the black on black crime. Let's be real. FBI data statistics shows 88% of black victims are killed by black offenders, and 84% of white victims are killed by white offenders. We know it's mostly so when they see, oh, white kid kill black or cop kill a black person, they go crazy. But 90% of black people are gonna be killed by people they know or look like them. Not by the cops, not by the outsider, none of that shit. So it's crazy that we get these numbers and stuff like that. We have to stop. Stop championing these people. Stop championing this shit. Stop lying. And come with the facts and community that we are fucked up. But nobody wants to admit that. Nobody wants to say they're wrong. Nobody wants to say we need to bring families to communities. Nobody needs to say we need to stop. We need to kick out the gang bangers and people doing drugs. We don't need to protect them. We don't need to champion them. We don't need to be like, oh, we need to protect them. Look at this shit.
A large fight with multiple people really sending FunFest into a tailspin, shutting down the event
Niggas.
for the rest of the evening. And as of last night, the remainder of the event is canceled, cutting the weekend short.
As a teen, I'm really embarrassed that you guys are out here acting like this. It's like
a teen with tattoos on her.
You can never do anything right. You guys always act like this. It's really embarrassing.
This comes amidst recent waves of teen takeovers and streams of recent violent incidents with teens at local events. Mayor Bexley calls it unfortunate and unforeseen. In a statement, Columbus Mayor Andrew.
Too many niggas in one event, one area, always leave. And I'm black, I'll tell you that. I don't like being around too many black people, especially niggers. Too many black people around, I don't want to be around. There's always something bad happening.
Ginter says neighborhood events should be welcoming places for residents and families to come together, calling this behavior unacceptable. Now, no one's been here this morning, and as you can even see, the ticket booth and booths here are really just tented up, really not even going to come down except for when vendors start breaking it down to clear out the area.
Can't have nice things. Can't have nice things. And there's another teen takeover in Clearwater.
The hood thick today.
Oh, they think it's so funny and cute. Well, the black teens got together for another takeover, this time in Clearwater Beach, Florida. And you'll never guess what happened next.
Police say a fight broke out shortly before 5:15 last night near Coronado Drive in the busy pier area. At least one bullet striking a 17-year-old.
You ever have a dog that just keeps on barking and you think to yourself, eventually he'll get tired of barking, won't he? And he just keeps on barking. That's kind of how I feel about these black teen takeovers. They're never going to stop, are they? It's not even summer yet, and so far we've seen beaches get taken over at Myrtle Beach, Tybee Island, Narragansett, Rhode Island, Chicago, Long Branch, New Jersey, and of course, Daytona Beach. And those are just the ones that I remember right now. Trying to find a white person in these crowds is like playing Where's Waldo. So are we going to keep playing footsie with what's really going on here?
This is a bunch of kids acting like kids.
Or are we going to be direct about the problem and go after solutions?
It was not a teen takeover. What happened here on Friday night was a riot. Black youth violence is a problem in Florida.
Everywhere. People that champion this, defend this, that make money off this, are not your friends. They don't care about you or the community. We need to take a hard look in the mirror. The food deserts in the community, no jobs, no family structure, no guidance, hypeness, the fuckery, the sexual hypeness of the black community, touching on kids and stuff like that needs to be, we need to look in the mirror and come out with a solution, or there won't be no black community. It will be all gone. That's the reason why we still 13% haven't grown. The population of 13% haven't grown in years and generations. The abortions, the Plan B, the fuckery of the black community, and the poor blacks and those black leaders that get rich off it while you suffer and deal with the real consequence of your actions. But when is it gonna stop? When have you had enough? I know I'd had enough of the bullshit. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, because this affects all of us. I don't care what color you are. We can't go in the country with this fuckery going on. The Carmelo Anthony case is showing they want blood. They want to kill whitey. They hate white people. And I'm saying this, you black people that want kill whitey, want revenge, be careful what you wish for. All I'm gonna say. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I appreciate it.